TikTok users have been on an emotional roller coaster after going dark for a few hours over the weekend. Donald Trump has given a 75-day reprieve from an outright ban to find a domestic owner.
Here's tech expert Carmi Levy. He joins us now for more on this. Carmi, good morning. And TikTok's parent company says a deal is close. We're hearing everyone from Elon Musk to Mr. Beast making a bid. Who do you think? Do we know? Do we have any idea who's going to buy this app?
Absolutely not a clue. One of their board members is saying talks are very advanced. We'll hear something soon, but they're not saying who. There have been a lot of tire kickers. There's been mention of Elon Musk. The Chinese government would love to have him buy them. Mr. Beast, as you said, Perplexity AI, even Kevin O'Leary, the Canadian businessman who's partnered with an American billionaire, Frank McCourt, known as Project Liberty. But no one's saying anything. Whoever it is, though, they're not just going to need deep pockets. This company might be worth up to $200 billion. They're going to need the technical chops because the algorithm isn't coming with the deal. They're going to have to create a new algorithm from scratch. You can have the money, but you need the engineering capability to pull this off too.
Carmi, how much is at stake here? And what, if anything, does this all mean for TikTok here in Canada?
The very future of social media hangs in the balance here because how we use tools like TikTok will be determined by what happens here. How much can government get involved in determining what we see, how these companies operate, how algorithms are deployed, and how it affects. This will affect Canada as well. The law, of course, doesn't affect us directly, but because what happens in the U.S. will affect the 170 million Americans who use the app, Canadian digital influencers and content creators. Our audience might shift significantly, whatever happens south of the border. We're watching closely. The utility of TikTok, our ability to make money, drive our careers, advance our businesses, might be compromised if this doesn't get sort of pulled off properly. So Canadians are watching very carefully, maybe thinking, maybe I shouldn't put all of my eggs in my TikTok basket. I should start looking at maybe other platforms as well, like Instagram or YouTube.
All right. Speaking of Meta also being accused, Carmi, of bias after the hashtag Democrat turned up 0 results on Instagram immediately following Monday's inauguration. What do we know about this?
Well, I mean, the company says that it was a technology issue, a problem, a bug that they have since addressed. And of course, a day afterward, by Tuesday, most of these search results were once again showing up. And so Democrat-related hashtags were being suppressed. Republican-related hashtags were being amplified. If you believe the company's line, I have a bridge to sell you in Brooklyn. And really, this illustrates the power that companies like Meta have to determine what we see on those platforms by tuning the algorithm one way or the other. What you see on social media isn't necessarily what you want in your network. It's what Mark Zuckerberg and others want you to see. Keep that in mind whenever you load up an app going forward.
All right, finally, Carmi, Netflix has announced it's increasing prices anywhere from $2 to $3 per month, depending on the plan. What's behind the increase, and are we kind of at a tipping point when it comes to the number of streamers and monthly charges?
The company says it's all about content, that if we want to have really great TV shows and really great movies and live events like the Mike Tyson-Jake Paul fight and football games and baseball games and basketball games, it's going to cost us more. We are reaching peak streaming because the number of people who have these services kind of hitting a limit. They're now squeezing us on how much we pay per month. We're going to have to start dialing back those subscriptions if we want to be able to afford them going forward.
Yeah, I think a lot of people making some decisions when it comes to streaming and how many streamers they've got. All right, Carmi, we got to leave it there. Thank you so much for this. Appreciate it this morning.
Great. Thanks, guys.